Hello to everyone watching. We're here to watch the WTT Singapore Smash Para Showcase. First up's the men's semifinals, and then the women's finals. And the men's finals will be a little later tonight. So it's on WTT's YouTube, so you can watch it there, and we'll be talking about it. And I'm gonna get it set up on my computer. I'll have my video and audio set up at certain times, and feel free to say something in the chat. Otherwise, I'll be around. And yeah, thanks for joining us. If you stop by, feel free to say hi in the chat. I'm getting the streams up so I can watch the men's semifinals. So right now, the players are warming up in the men's semifinals. So I've got the two tables up. If you're just joining us, go to the WTT YouTube, and you can watch table 3 and table 2 right now. The game on table 3 has just started. It's Billy Shilton of the UK versus Borna Zohil of Croatia. So on table 2, we have Viktor Didukh of Ukraine versus Maksym Chudzicki from Poland. Viktor Didukh has won many large international competitions, so I believe he's the favorite here. He was the top seed in the competition. I noticed Poland had 2 players in the men's event here at the Para Showcase. They must be building a strong Para program. So right now Viktor Didukh leads 7-4 in game 1, and on the other table Billy Shilton leads 7-4, also in game 1. Now 8-4 for Billy. Turn down the video settings on these tables I'm watching because my computer is struggling to keep up with a stream and 2 tables in the software. Just testing out the new method of streaming while this Perez showcase goes on, so I hope to get more people aware of the event and get them watching. So if you're listening, please go check out the WTT Perez showcase at the Singapore Smash. It's live now on the WTT YouTube channel at WTT Global. You got the men's semifinals going on in the Perez showcase. 2 tables of action, Class 8. Viktor Didukh now has game point on his table, and Billy Shilton has game point on his table. Let's see. Billy Shilton closes it emphatically with a forehand down the line. 3rd ball finish. And Viktor on the other table makes a great receive of the backhand serve and then finishes with his forehand to the other side. Both those players are leading 1-0, and with their dominant starts, it looks promising for both of them to meet in the finals later tonight. In 20 minutes, the women's final will be starting in the Infinity Arena, so I definitely recommend checking that out. It'll be 2 great players. You've got Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang of Thailand versus Florencia, Perez of Chile, and that'll be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern in the Infinity Arena. Also tonight is day 3 of the WTT Singapore Smash, so you can watch a lot of great matches there. Alright, they're both starting the second game on tables 2 and 3 here in Singapore. Viktor opens up the game with a forehand down the line. Hey Eric, what's up? We're here watching the WTT Singapore Smash Perez showcase, so if you're able to, go check out the WTT YouTube channel and pull up the matches so you can watch. On table 2, you have Viktor Didukh, who has won the Paralympics before, so it's quite interesting. So Viktor Didukh won a gold medal at the 2024 games, beating Zhao Shai in the Class 8 final, and he lost to Zhao Shai in the 2020 Summer Paralympics, getting the silver. So he's very accomplished. He's at the top of this class. All right. Well, the WTT Singapore Smash starts in about an hour as well. It starts with doubles, then singles. I encourage anyone to check out these matches for the Perez showcase. It's really interesting. They're really high-level players, and I hope more players around the world can see that table tennis is a great game. after these matches, and then we watch the women's finals. Maybe I'll talk a little bit about the matchups for WTT. We can look at some of the draws and things like that. I'm not sure how long I'll stick around, but hoping to bring more views to the Perez showcase. While Viktor Didukh is running away with game 2, he's up 9-1 over Maksym Chudzicki. And Billy Shilton is up 4-2 on Borna Zohil. They definitely look like the two clear favorites here to move through the semifinals to the finals. So Viktor Didukh is up 2-0, and Billy Shilton is leading in the second game 4-2. A little bit slower pace over here. And then, depending on the timing, maybe I'll watch some more of the matches from yesterday, if there were highlights from the Singapore Smash. I didn't get to catch the live streams due to the timing. But I know there's been a lot of good matches, and now we're getting down to the round of 16, I believe, so the action's surely to heat up. Alright, game 3 is starting on table 2. We're about 15 minutes in to the start of the semifinals. Billy Shilton with a very strong backhand down the line. He's a left-hander. He played it to the open space against his opponent, who's also left-handed. Alright, Maksym Chudzicki's got it tied up at 2-2 after a really nice attack after his push, so let's see what he can do. Billy Shilton's up 9-3 in game 2 on that table. And my streaming software is telling me that my settings are off, and I don't really know what that means, but I'll try and figure it out as I'm here. Sure what that means. Encoding overloaded. So tied up at 3-3 at the first towel break here in game 3, as Maksym Chudzicki has to win this game to continue in the match. Billy Shilton has closed out game 2 11-3. He now leads 2-0. So it looks like a timeout's been called by on table 2 by Maksym Chudzicki. Maksym and his coach are talking, trying to find a solution here, turn this match around. He's running out of time. Viktor Didukh leads 4-3 in game 3. He has one more serve remaining. Billy Shilton serves to start the third. So Billy Shilton now leads 2-0 in the third game. And we're tied up at 5 in the third game on table 2. So far so good after the timeout for Maksym. Viktor has the serve. Maksym held in there for a bit in the rally, but ultimately Viktor got the point. If you're just joining me, please check out the WTT Perez Showcase. It's on WTT's YouTube. There's information in the description of this video and on screen. Let me know if you are a fan of para table tennis and the WTT or anything else like that. Thanks for watching. So Viktor's up 7-5, game 3. He's up 2-0. He's on the receive. Maksym goes for a strong third ball attack down the middle with his forehand, but clips the top of the net and misses. Borna has called his timeout in game 3, down 0-2. He's now returning to the table after speaking with his coach. Another forehand clips the top of the net from Maksym, and Viktor Didukh is up 9-5. We're watching the WTT Singapore Smash Perez Showcase on YouTube. It's free. Go check it out. Links are in the description. Alright, Viktor Didukh has game point and match point, but his opponent put it off the side of the table and he got an edge ball. So, serving at 6-10, it's Maksym. He puts in the net. Viktor Didukh has won 3-0 and advances to the finals, which will be played later tonight. We go over to table 3, where Billy Shilton leads 3-0 in the game 3 and up 2-0 in games. So we shift our attention to the Infinity Arena in 10 minutes as this final game, or third game, is underway on table 3. So table 3 right now, Billy Shilton is up 4-1 in game 3. And in 10 minutes, the women's finals will be on the Infinity Arena table. Alright, good rally there. Now Borna has the serves at 2-4. If you're watching, let me know what you think about WTT and table tennis on YouTube or anything else like that. Actually, I'm going to put the Infinity Arena on TV. Alright, so Billy Shilton's up 5-3 here in game 3. He's on his way to winning 3-0, so just like Viktor Didukh, but Borna's still fighting. Let's see. Billy Shilton serving at 5-4. The fans are in the chat wondering where the women's finals can be played. Many of the Chilean fans supporting Florencia Perez of Chile. She's the Pan American Games champion in Class 8 from 2023 and the bronze medalist in the Paralympics in Paris 2024. Now we can take a closer look at some of their previous accomplishments after this match for the men's remaining semifinal. Alright, so Borna's leading 7-5 here in the third. Alright, so Borna with another point. Billy's got another serve at 5-8. Now we can take a look at this article from WTT. It says the Perez stars light up Singapore as showcase opens in style. That's the name of the article. They discussed the performances in the group stages of the women and men, and now a day later we're watching the men's semifinal and then the women's finals coming up quite soon. So it says 11 of the world's elite Class 8 players from the men's singles discipline and 8 from the women's singles showcase. Para-table tennis at its best. It's been a 3-day event, culminating tonight's semifinals and finals. And underscores WTT and Sport Singapore's shared commitment to fostering inclusivity in sport in line with the refreshed Disability Sports Masters Plan 2024, which aims to create opportunities for athletes of all abilities to achieve their sporting dreams. So, Borna Zohil won the third game 11-6. Billy Shilton still leading the match, 2 games to 1. So, right now, Billy Shilton's up 2 games to 1. They're in between games. The women's final starts in about 5 minutes between Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang of Thailand versus Florencia, Perez of Chile. We can take a moment to look at a profile of these players. So this is Chaiwut-Kriabklang Kanlaya's profile. She's in the women's Class 8 from Thailand. She's ranked number 18 in Class 8 and number 70 in women's standing overall. Her best rank was number 12 in Class 8 on March 2023. Major titles: she got gold in mixed doubles Class 14 in the Asian Para Games 2022. So in mixed doubles Class 14, that means the 2 players, their classes, can't add up to more than 14. So Class 8 means she was paired with someone in Class 6. 1 through 5 are seeded players, 6 through 10 are standing players. And players are typically classified early on in their table tennis playing career, and it stays with them. So she's got some major medals as well. Silver in doubles Class 14, bronze in singles Class 8. Those are the Asian Para Games. The World Championships, she got bronze in mixed doubles. Asian Championships teams got bronze. So a lot of good performances here. Thailand Para Open 2024, gold in doubles. Thailand Para Open bronze in singles Class 8, so that's a good one. Right now, Borna is leading 3-0 in the 4th game, and Billy Shilton has called a timeout. So that was Kanlaya's profile. Take a look at Florencia's profile here. So Florencia also in the Class 8 women's group. She's 15 years old from Chile, so she's a rising star. She's ranked number 4 in Class 8, number 25 in women's standing. Her best rank is number 4 in Class 8 currently, right? So she's at her highest ranking, which makes sense. Her major titles include the 2023 Para Pan American Games Santiago Gold in singles Class 8 and 2023 Para Pan American Games Santiago Gold in mixed doubles Class 14 to 17. Additionally, she got bronze in singles Class A at the 2024 Paralympics. And you can see, as far as other medals, gold in singles Class A to the ITTF Copa Tango in Argentina, silver in Brazil, gold in Slovenia, which is a big one, very important on the para circuit, silver in mixed doubles Class 14, and gold. So a lot of good results for both these players in the women's finals. It's no surprise that they made it there. So Billy got his first point after the timeout. They're back in action. He's playing some fast-paced rallies, attacking with topspin, mostly trying to stick his left-handed opponent to his backhand. So lefty-lefty, they're playing as if it's righty-righty. Let on the next serve. Borna serving at 3-2 in Game 4. Trailing 1-2 in games, but he's up 4-2 here in this 4th game. going to try and get the Infinity Arena up on TV, as I mentioned. If you stop in and watch at some point, feel free to say hi. Gotta try and search for this because I'm not seeing the Infinity Arena up quite yet. So let's see. It's not so easy because, like I said, my computer is being pushed to its limits here with the stream and videos and so on. Alright, so Borna's leading 7-3 here in this fourth game. Things are turning around for him, surely. I'm going to check table 2 again because possibly they switched from Infinity Arena to there, but let's see. Let's see, so they've just started the stream for the Infinity Arena. I'm thinking the Perez is here. Oh yeah, they're showing the really cool building in Singapore with the 3 towers. Alright, so they're starting in the Infinity Arena, the Perez Showcase Women's Final. So that's on the big stage. And then later on we get Alexi Lebrun, Shinazuka, Wang Yiri, Pritika Pravatin, Shidong Kwai Man versus Cho, Daesung and Shin Yubin, mixed doubles quarterfinal. Okay, so we're in the round of 32, not 60. There's so many players playing at once that some nights players play and other times they get the night off and move on to the next round. So, all right, Borna Zohil's got game point here in game 4. Billy Shilton's got the serves at 8-10. Nice touch on the receive. Big topspin rally, some blocking. Oh, Borna takes it with the block and made Billy Shilton really reach for it and try and lift it with the left-handed forehand and overshot the table. So now it's 2-2. Going to game 5, it's getting real interesting. Borna was playing really well in his previous match yesterday, I saw, so it's definitely no surprise to see him get back into this, but the beginning was clearly one-sided. So we've got a decider on our hands. It's going to be exciting. This is on table 3 at the Singapore Smash Perez Showcase 2025. Go check it out. I expect this game to be really amazing. So that's on the World Table Tennis channel, Table 3. And then you can also find the Infinity Arena stream. And that's starting now. And that has commentary a lot of production. They're starting the 10-second countdown for the beginning, and that's where the Perez Showcase Women's Finals will be. Go check it out. I'll type some in the chat. All right, Florencia Perez walking out into the Infinity Arena. That's got to be quite exciting, I would say. And these two players in the men's singles semifinal are fighting for their chance to walk out there in the Infinity Arena. Here comes the other player in this women's singles, Kanlaya Chaiwut-Kriabklang of Thailand. This is sure to be an exciting match. I've seen they've played each other before. Yeah, the semifinal between Kanlaya and Thu of France was really exciting. Kanlaya was trailing and ended up coming back to close it out and then decided. Really exciting.
As Derry Ray said this week, I knew we was in for a very difficult set of races, and that proved to be very much the case. So here we are around Catalunya.
I have to turn down the volume. I think the microphone is picking up the sound for now.
The driving I would not describe as beautiful. As we head through turn one, it's actually, I was going to say it's not too bad, but we've actually...
No, that's just a random YouTube video playing in the background. Super GT. Oh, it's always fun when YouTube just starts randomly playing stuff. Oh, I know randomly though. Alright, so we've got the WTT Singapore Smash getting underway here with the Perez Showcase on table 1, the Infinity Arena. We've got the other table starting up with some mixed doubles, and then we'll get a lot of good singles action later. So let's see how this game 5 goes for the men in their semifinal, and then we're watching the women do the coin toss for the women's final. Very exciting. Billy Shilton with a strong start. He's up 4-2 at the first towel break here in the deciding 5th game. Doing the racket check out on the table here in the Infinity Arena. If you're just joining us, the women's finals of the Perez Showcase is starting now on WTT's YouTube channel. Go check it out. And we're watching the 5th game of the men's semifinal. All right, good receive there from Billy Shilton. He's up 5-3. So they're warming up here, as I talked about. Let's see, Florencia Perez, they got the stats. 15 years of age, 5 years playing. Favorite player is Monica Batra. Got bronze at Paris 24, and her favorite food is spaghetti. Those are the facts they put up on the screen. So you get to learn a little bit about the players. As I talked about in a previous stream, Chile does a great job of supporting their para players, and Thailand has a strong para contingent as well. Definitely good resources in these countries being sent to these players to support their athletic journeys. I believe both players are playing pips on the backhand. I don't know exactly the type of pips, of course. The pips are blue on Florencia's racket and red on Kanlaya's. So they're warming up the forehand against the pips a bit, spinning, blocking. About 8 seconds left in the warm-up. All right, we're 5-5 here, all tied up in the 5th game between Borna Zohil of Croatia and Billy Shilton of the UK. Who's going to get this at the end to get their seat, their ticket to the Infinity Arena, rather? Push return from Billy Shilton, counters, and Borna misses his shot. Billy Shilton leads by 1. If you're listening to me, it'd probably be a little more fun if you went and watched the matches I'm talking about. So they're on the WTT YouTube channel at WTT Global. The women's finals just starting now. The first point, Florencia Perez sends her forehand a little long. Should see a lot of good blocking with the pips and attacks with the forehands in this match from both players. Alright, Kanlaya starts out up 2 points. Florencia has her serves now. This is the women's final in the Infinity Arena for the WTT Paris showcase. You know, this is a tough matchup for Florencia for sure, playing a very experienced competitor, someone who's played, you know, most likely a lot more tournaments in her playing career. Certainly an amazing accomplishment for these players who have made it to the finals here in the Infinity Arena. Billy Shilton now leads 7-6 in his semifinal versus Borna Zohil. That's on table 3. Ooh, a great low backhand return from Borna, but Billy Shilton gets it back, and then the next one goes into the net. Borna trails by 2. He's got his serves. He's going to have to make something happen here right away. Kanlaya is leading 5-1 at the first towel break of game 1. So if you're watching and you're listening to me at this exact moment, I appreciate your presence. That's all I got to say at the moment. So both players stand right up on the table. They have their pips, their quick blocks right off the bounce, waiting for an opportunity to spring on, either with a big forehand or a punchy backhand. It's 2-5. Florencia Perez with one more serve. Billy Shilton with match point. There's a rally, back and forth. Finishes strong. Plays all over the court with those topspins. Finishes at 11-6 in the 5th. Wins 3-2. Billy Shilton will go to the men's finals against Viktor Didukh, and they will be playing at 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which is about 4 hours from now, around there. The first game for the women's finals, Kanlaya starting very strong, very much in control. There's going to need to be some changes, perhaps in the tactics, or just getting warmed up on Florencia's part. So that's it for the men's semifinals for now. They'll be playing in a few hours, as discussed. We're watching the women's final. Close to the table, backhand pips battle. Florencia's left-handed, Kanlaya's right-handed. So they're positioned a little bit to one side towards their backhand sides. Kanlaya definitely having more success in these backhand-to-backhand exchanges with the pips and the various spin changes. She's content to control the rallies and just wait it out, and so far it's working. Alright, some good shots here. Some good rallies, but ultimately Kanlaya with another point. Now she has game point at 10-3 here in the first game. If you're just joining me, we're watching the Para Showcase at WTT Singapore Smash, and the main draw action is starting in just a bit. We're watching the women's finals between Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang versus Florencia Perez. 11-4 is the score of that first game in Kanlaya's favor. Let's see what, if any, changes can be made on Perez's part here. She sent a lot of balls high, misjudging the spin off the pips, and struggled in the backhand-to-backhand exchanges here. Sometimes when pips go against pips, the more experienced player is going to have a big edge, rather than playing against players with inverted rubbers, and the two pips players could have different results. So they're showing some highlights here from the men's singles semifinals between Viktor Didukh of Ukraine versus Maksym Chudzicki of Poland. And I believe there will be some matches starting here very shortly on the other table, so let's check that out. Alright, so they're coming back to the table for game 2 here. Kanlaya won their first game 11-4. So let's see. Yeah, right now we just got the Infinity Arena live, and then upcoming we got table 4, table 2, and table 3 of Singapore Smash day 4. Okay, so it's not day 3, it's day 4. Well, hard to keep track of the days sometimes. So at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, which is about 15 minutes, we got a few more tables popping up. Most likely doubles action, to be clear. Alright, so Florencia starts game 2, losing the first point, but then the second one she serves kind of a forehand shovel serve from the forehand side, and then just attacks very strongly on the return. So maybe she's going to come out more aggressive, less of these backhand to backhand exchanges that clearly aren't working in her favor, and just go for it. Could be a good strategy. She puts the next serve in the net with the pips. Kanlaya's up 2-1. Players play the pips from most spots on the table until they get a high ball, and Florencia gets just that and finishes with the forehand strong right to them. Oh. They're not getting... Okay, apparently it went out and hit the lady's racket right on the edge, but to me it was close enough. I don't know. Anyway, Kanlaya hits a forehand into the net, and now it's 2 serving 3. Florencia has 1 serve left. If you stop by, feel free to say hi in the chat. We're here watching the WTT Perez Showcase Women's Finals. Yep, it seems like Florencia needs to try and get on the attack quicker and return serve a little better, because right now she's not returning serves well. They're showing that Kanlaya is winning 70% of points on her serves, and the prolonged rallies are not favoring Florencia right now, either in the exchanges of not making mistakes or finding openings. So just needs to play the pips and play a little more aggressively with the forehand, find it. But she wins the backhand push rally there, so maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a pips player. We'll see. If you're a fan of WTT, let me know who your favorite players are, which matchups you're interested in tonight. I might go over some of the matchups at some point once this is over. So we got 4-3. Kanlaya leads. They're doing a lot of backhand pushing over the table, and then one out wide to the forehand. Florencia attempts to attack it, but had to reach a little bit high, a little bit wide, and it went into the net with the spin. It didn't spin it up enough. Serving at 3-5. Florencia serves long. Forced to play a backhand push after it. Okay. Both players missing a couple forehands here after the push rallies, getting into awkward spots. Let's see. So thanks for joining me. If you're watching, feel free to say hi. I don't know. Just trying out some streaming here, trying to bring more eyeballs to this WTT Para Showcase and Para Table Tennis in general. If you're not familiar with Para Table Tennis, there's 10 classes. Classes 1 through 5 are seated players, and 6 through 10 are standing players. And players are classified, and most of the time they play other players within their classified group, but sometimes they have to combine the groups. You know, it might be classes 8 to 10 in a certain tournament if there aren't a ton of players, or things like that. And then in doubles, they count up the classification for both players together. So mixed doubles 14 is a man and a woman of their classification groups cannot be above 14 total. So 8 and 6, for example. Women's doubles, men's doubles, mixed doubles. There are other rules in terms of doubles in para for 2 seated players. They don't have to alternate shots. So that is very difficult to play if you ever try it, to play doubles seated, where you have to be attentive to every single ball and work with your partner to decide who's playing the middle, mainly with their forehand, and try and avoid hitting each other. It scares me. And for singles, if you're playing a seated player in a wheelchair, serve change, your serve has to go off the end line, whether with just the normal bounces or many bounces, but it can't roll back into the net, it can't stop on the table, and it can't go off the sides. Otherwise, you can play your normal game. You have to make slight adjustments to your serves. If you typically serve very short where it rolls back in the net or off the sides. Kanlaya's up 9-6 in game 2 here. We got a pushing rally back from fourth. Okay, ball goes long. Florencia has 2 serves at 7-9 here in game 2. She's trailing 0 games to 1. It'd be really good if she could somehow come back and get this game instead of going down 2 games. It would be 1-1. There's a little bit of momentum here. Let's see. Backhand pushing rally in the middle, backhand, reaching forehand goes long. They're both doing this since it's lefty versus righty. They're doing their backhand pushing in the middle with the pips, and then they're getting one out wide enough where the other player has to reach to try and make their forehand, and making a lot of errors in that area. So Kanlaya wins game 2, 11-7. It's a tough matchup here, I think. Pips versus pips, much more experienced player. Let's see how game 3 goes. But Kanlaya is currently leading 2-0. She's looking to bring this Perez Showcase win back to Thailand. Thailand has a lot of strong para players, and in the WTT main draw, they have a few players getting stronger on the women's side in particular. Can't think of any very high-level men's players from Thailand at the moment, but I know they have a volume of strong players and good table tennis culture, let's say, in their country, as far as finding places to play with good levels and friendly people. So, game 3 is coming up here. Let's see if Florencia Perez can make a comeback. She's trailing 0 games to 2, or if Kanlaya will continue playing her game and take this quickly in game 3. The backhand pips battles are clearly favoring Kanlaya, and they're both making errors on the forehands, but Kanlaya is making far fewer errors on the forehand. Alright, so the first point goes to Florencia, which is good. For Florencia, at least. Or Florencia fans, let's say. Kanlaya answers with a big forehand. Now I'm watching it on my computer instead of staring diagonally at my TV the whole time. Looks good on TV. Alright, so Florencia serving down 1-2 in this game 3. She serves, gets the pips return, and then pushes it long off the table. So she's definitely struggling with the kind of the effects of the pips from the other side, the reversal and this and that. So they've called a timeout, trailing 1-3 here in the third. It's, time to make whatever changes can possibly happen, or just get more aggressive. Or let's see, the coach is telling, about the technique for the forehand versus the ball, because a lot of times the forehand's getting lifted too much after the backhand push battle. She's sending those long because it's kind of far away, kind of having to reach, leaning over. So he's telling her to play more forward, over the top. Most likely playing more aggressive, because the back and forth rallies are not favoring Florencia at this time. Last game had some promising moments, but ultimately didn't work out. And this game is quickly getting away from her. So, let's see. So they're showing some highlights throughout the match so far here during the timeout. It says 735 are watching now on the World Table Tennis YouTube. So that number is moving up slightly as it goes on here. 756. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of people here watching. I see the likes going up. A lot of people in the chat talking, supporting the players. As always, Chile is a force to be reckoned with in the chat when their players are playing. So we got the pushing battle again here after the timeout. Back and forth, back and forth. Florencia ends up pushing long on the backhand. So it's a struggle. This is a tough matchup. I think that's, at the end of the day, that's all we can say. It'll be a good experience nonetheless. Great accomplishment making the finals. So Kanlaya is kind of mixing up the placement, mixing up the pace of these backhand pushes. She takes over the middle of the table, plays diagonally, very strong both sides. Sometimes a little bit high and very spinny, other times low and fast. Very tough game style to play. It taxes your movement and your ability to hit forehands while reaching and shots. So great experience no matter what. Kanlaya has excellent control all over the table. It's hard to get the ball by her. Simple as that. Florencia serves long, gets the attack in. Okay, Kanlaya puts the ball in the net. She's serving at 6-2 here in game 3, up 2-0. Playing 3 points on the table practically with this backhand from the middle, pushing. Florencia is forced to play backhand, middle, forehand, all against different balls off the pips. Very tricky. Has a very forward, long pips pushing style like this. I actually have a long pips paddle here with blue, color blue. That's what Florencia is using. So, right now the battle of the pips is being won by Kanlaya. Over and over. Okay, a good forehand there from Florencia. Oh, then the ball hits the net on the return and dribbles over. Florencia serving down 2-9. Kanlaya goes for an aggressive serve return on the long serve, misses. She'll have her serves now up 9-3 at the second towel break in the third game. She's 2 points away from winning the match here and taking down the WTT Perez Showcase. The Singapore Smash 2025. Strong backhand serve, forehand attack. Boom. So she served real strong into kind of the middle for Florencia, got the return, and then just attacked strong forehand out to wide backhand of Florencia. She's up 10-3, she got the serve. Now she's serving forehand serve, strong, gets the pop-up, gets into her pushing rally, comfortable. Push. Pop-ups, doesn't go for it. Florencia eventually tries to go for it, but sends it long with the forehand a little high and fast. Kanlaya takes this down 3-0. They shake hands. Both great players, and an awesome win for Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang. Congratulations to Florencia Perez for making the finals as well. That's a great win for the player from Thailand here in Class 8 at the WTT Perez Showcase. In about 3.5 hours, the men's finals will be on. That's Viktor Didukh versus Billy Shilton. And that'll be, I believe, the beginning of the next Infinity Arena, but I don't know that for sure. So, next up we've got some more WTT stuff here on the WTT YouTube. That was an exciting match. Tough match for Florencia, but very exciting event overall. I'm happy to have watched some of the group matches in the semifinal. No, I missed the semifinals. I had to wake up and look at the scores. But that was the finals for the women's event, and the men will be playing in a few more hours. Congratulations to Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang. Now she's doing the signing the balls and hitting them into the crowd here in the Infinity Arena. So must be a big accomplishment. A lot of fans in the stands getting to enjoy this action. Soon, I believe the doubles will start I'm going to check the schedule, actually. So if you're joining me, let me know if you're going to watch any of this WTT Singapore Smash. Let me know who your favorite players are. I'll probably stop streaming here pretty soon now that the Perez showcase is over. I've been on here for about an hour. And I see I have one viewer at the moment, so if you have any questions or comments on the WTT Perez showcase or the Singapore Smash or the matches tonight, or you want to talk about the MLTT event at Broward Table Tennis Club in Davie, Florida, which is taking place February 14th to 16th. So you can go to mltt.com if you want to learn more about that. And our club, Sunrise Table Tennis Club, is actually helping to spread the word. So come visit us in Clearwater sometime. It's a place to play in Tampa Bay. And you can visit our website, sunrisetabletennis.com. It was a lot of fun watching the WTT Perez showcase. I'm going to watch some of these matches in the Infinity Arena and beyond a little later. As I promised, I was going to get you the schedule for a few more matches that are coming up. It's taking a moment. I know I want to watch some of the matches from yesterday, perhaps before spoiling myself, but that's okay. So for you guys watching right now, let me know if you watched the Perez showcase, if you're watching the WTT here Singapore Smash soon. It looks like, okay, we got men's doubles round of 16 starting on table 4. Leonardo Izuka of Brazil versus Juan Bei as his teammate. Juan Bei from Australia versus Carlsen and Matthias Falk of Sweden. So obviously Carlsen and Falk are big favorites there, but they're fun to watch. The Swedes are great doubles players, so you can learn some crafty tricks. And Izuka and Juan Bei are no slouches themselves, but they're clearly not quite on that level of Carlsen and Falk. Women's doubles round of 16 on table 2, you have Adriana Diaz and Pritika Pavad. So that's a very neat matchup. You have Diaz of Puerto Rico and Pavad of France playing, I believe, Wang Manyu and Kuai Man of China, the 3 seed. So that's a very tough matchup, but that's slightly different in the sense that Diaz and Pavad both have kind of a lot of firepower, unique styles. They present trouble in their own ways. They won't have the experience of having played together a lot like Wang and Kuai, but both pairs are lefty-righty, so that'll be convenient. Looking at the scheduled matches, I can show this. Let's see. Go over here. So, if you're watching, let me know if you like the Singapore Smash, who your favorite players are. I'm going to get some of these matchups here in a second just so we can look at it. Getting this up on the screen. Alright, let's see if this works. Yep. So, let me interact with this. Alright. So like I said, we got the live tab. These are the doubles matches that are starting. So on table 4, we got men's doubles. Table 2, women's doubles. Let's go over to scheduled. Take a look there. I'm sure they'll be getting started pretty soon, so don't want to waste too much time here. Shui Fei versus Tomokazu Harimoto. That is in about a half hour in the Infinity Arena. So that's a big matchup in the Infinity Arena. You know, Tomokazu would of course be the favorite there. He recently lost the final to Chen Yuanyu of China. So Shui Fei, more established, but perhaps not, a red-hot youngster in that sense. So maybe he's, easier to beat. Then we got An Jae-hyun of Korea versus Alvaro Robles of Spain. That's an exciting matchup. Should be good back and forth, but I would expect An Jae-hyun to take it. Jian Tianyi versus Linda Bergstrom in about an hour in the Infinity Arena. So that's very interesting because Linda Bergstrom, she's a defender, a chopper from Sweden. But really neat all-around game. Use a lot of like strawberry chops that are hard to read the spin, cause problems. And Jian Tianyi, she's the 10 seed. She's a top 10 player in the world from China. She's a lot of fun to watch. Very strong player. And you got Mo Zhang of Canada versus Mima Ito. Mima Ito should win that. We've got Alexei Lebrun versus Hirota Shinazuka. Alright, so that's in about an hour and a half, a little more. They all run after each other. That's another Infinity Arena one. You can watch these on the WTT YouTube at WTT Global. We got Huan Bei going up against Lin Wen Ru in the round of 32. Yep. And then Wang Yedi versus Prithika Pavad. Samara versus Polkanova. Polkanova is really hard to beat by anyone, any of the other European women for sure. Then we got mixed doubles quarterfinals. This is, let's see, that would be, so 3 p.m. Singapore time is 2 a.m. East Coast time, right? So 2 a.m. East Coast time is 3 hours from now. So you got Lin Shidong and Kwai Man. A lot of people would say they're kind of the favored mixed doubles pair at this point for future huge tournaments like the World Championships and Paralympic or the Olympics. And they're taking on Cho Dae-sung and Shin Yu-bin of Korea. This is a great pairing here. This is an exciting one. So you got Sora Matsushima, the lefty, crazy power, very aggressive from Japan, teamed up with Miwa Harimoto versus Christian Carlson and Christina Kalberg. Well, Kalberg, Kalberg, you call it. Here's some fan favorites. You got Benedict Duda and Dong Cho of Germany versus Horacio Cifuentes and Santiago Lorenzo of Argentina. So these guys are amazing to watch. Horacio Cifuentes and Santiago, they're like high-octane players, very physical, running all around, big shots. But going up against the German pair, that's going to be challenging. Wang Chuqin, Lin Shidong in the men's doubles. I don't think anyone would want to play those two, right? I'm not sure you could find any two people in the world that would feel good about playing those two. So that's just how it goes. Maybe Fan Jindong and Ma Long and toss Shushin in there because he still got it, right? We got Francisco and Ovcharov of Germany versus Togami and Shinazuka. This is session 2 already starting, so this will be quite a bit later. This would be 7 a.m. Eastern time for these session 2 doubles matches that you can watch. Let's see, what else? Miwa Harimoto's got to play Hei Zhuojia. Britt Earlin versus Adriana Diaz. The LeBrun brothers versus Lim Jong-hoon and An Jae-hyun. That'll be a really exciting match. Let's see, that's table 3 at 5:35 Eastern time AM, 6:35 Singapore time if you're out there. I like this one a lot. Truls Moregard versus Kanak Ja. I think that's going to be really fun. Hopefully, Truls is kind of one of my favorite players for sure, and obviously Kanak, being from the U.S., I always support him. So that'd be really exciting to see a good match there. Truls is so tough, and Kanak's very consistent and really nice game. So let's see how that goes. Then you got Hugo Calderon and Quadri Aruna also at that time at 7:10, which is 6:10 a.m. here in the East Coast. Sanying Shah versus Kihara, Shin Yubin, Adina Diacanu of Romania. Okay, we've got Simone Gozi versus Lin Shidong. That's at 8:20 Singapore, so that's 7:20 a.m. That's in the ballpark of when someone could wake up and watch this in the Infinity Arena live if they were so inclined. But I typically would save that more for the semifinals and finals to watch it live. Otherwise, I could watch it when I get the chance. Togami versus Dong Cho. More doubles. That's all they got right now for the scheduled stuff. So let's go look back at the live. Let's see what's getting started on here. Alright, so Carlson and Falk are leading game 1 in the men's doubles. Sun Yingsha and Wang Yidi are leading game 1 in their women's doubles. That's in the Infinity Arena. They're big favorites there. And we got a close game here in the women's doubles. So I think out of these matches, the most interesting is Diaz and Pavade versus Wang and Kwai Man. So I'm going to look that up. That's table 2, women's doubles round of 16. Let me go find that real quick. If you're here watching, let me know. Let me know what you're watching. I'm going to look for table 2 in the WTT Singapore Smash. Because I think this is going to be a really exciting match. Adriana Diaz and Prithika Pavad teamed up together. It's a good team. I think Prithika Pavad, and for example, she plays well with Felix Lebrun, so that could be a real tough duo in the big mixed doubles matches going forward. Yep, so let's see. We got 8-8 in game 1. The Chinese team has the serves now. We'll watch that one here on the computer. And then once maybe the Harimoto match, once that starts up, I'll watch that on Infinity Arena. That should be about 20 minutes. If you're watching, feel free to say hi in the chat. I'd appreciate it for sure. If you let me know what you're interested in, I can kind of lead my ramblings in one direction. Otherwise, I'm stuck just kind of talking. And I probably won't stick around that much longer unless people are popping in and out. So, anyway. So we had the Perez showcase before. Kanlaya, Chaiwut-Kriabklang won. Perez got second in the women's finals, and the men's finals will be a little bit later. Put these scores over here, just for the time being. I won't leave the scores up here too long, but you can just get an idea of the matches I'm watching. You can check them out. So I'm going to take those down for now. We looked at the matchups. Like I said, Sunrise Table Tennis Club, the place to play in Tampa Bay. We're in Clearwater, Florida. You can check our website for our playing schedule. A lot of practice sessions each week, a lot of tables, a lot of players. Come join in on the fun. If you didn't get a chance to watch it live, go back and watch some of the Perez showcase or watch the men's finals in a few hours. It should be very exciting. It's Billy Shilton of Great Britain versus Viktor Didukh of Ukraine. So, I think that's pretty much it for today's stream. I'm going to watch these WTT matches. We got table 2 on, the women's doubles. We got Daniel Gonzalez coaching Adriana Diaz, and one of the French coaches coaching Pavad. And we got Ma Lin coaching the Chinese pair. So, that's going to be a fun one. We got Harimoto coming up here in just a bit, like I said. If you're interested in the schedule or anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of here very soon. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I appreciate you being here. I've got this match up here watching on my computer. Yeah, that's about it. MLTT next weekend. Check it out. If you've heard of Major League Table Tennis or haven't heard of it, go look at MLTT.com. Watch it on YouTube. If you're in Florida, you can go watch it in person in Davie, Florida at the Broward Table Tennis Club. Major League Table Tennis got a lot of great matchups, an innovative format. And if you're just joining me now, go watch the WTT Singapore Smash, or if you have questions about matches, matchups, or the schedule, I'd be happy to give you info. I can check it out. I just had the schedule up here a second ago. You can see it here. These are the live matches going on right now on WTT's YouTube. I'm watching the women's doubles. The Chinese pair of Wang Menyu and Kwai Man got the first game and are trailing 1-2 in the second game. So, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you being here.